A reduced ability to learn new skills, whether it's picking up a new hobby, acquiring a foreign language, mastering a work-related tool, or even remembering instructions for daily routines, can be an early and important signal of cognitive stress. While occasional difficulty learning something new is normal, a persistent struggle may indicate that the brain's neuroplasticity, or its ability to form and strengthen new neural connections, is beginning to decline. The hippocampus, prefrontal cortex, and associated neural networks are particularly sensitive to metabolic stress, inflammation, and oxidative damage, and when these systems are compromised, the capacity to acquire, retain, and integrate new information diminishes. This subtle decline often precedes more generalized memory and cognitive deficits, making early recognition crucial. The risks associated with reduced learning ability are significant. A brain that struggles to encode new information or adapt to novel tasks becomes less efficient in professional, social, and personal contexts. Work performance may suffer as new procedures or software become harder to master. Social engagement may decline when learning new skills or hobbies feels overwhelming, and frustration with oneself can increase stress, further impairing cognitive performance. Over time, persistent difficulty learning can contribute to a cycle of reduced mental stimulation, decreased confidence, and avoidance behaviors, which in turn weakens neural pathways through underuse. This compounding effect can accelerate cognitive aging, reduce adaptability, and increase vulnerability to neurodegenerative conditions. Biologically, the reduced capacity for learning often reflects deficits in neurotransmitter balance, mitochondrial function, and synaptic plasticity. Neurotransmitters such as dopamine and acetylcholine are critical for motivation, attention, and memory formation. Imbalances in these chemicals reduce the efficiency of encoding new information. Chronic inflammation and oxidative stress impair synaptic communication and neuronal health, making it more difficult for the brain to form and maintain new neural connections. Insufficient blood flow or energy supply to metabolically active regions like the prefrontal cortex and hippocampus further limits the brain's capacity to process, integrate, and retain novel information. Stress, poor sleep, and sedentary habits exacerbate these issues, weakening the neural environment that supports learning. Warning signs may initially appear subtle. You might notice that tasks that once came easily, such as learning a new recipe, mastering a digital tool, or memorizing a route, now require significantly more effort and repetition. Language acquisition or musical skills may stall, and new work-related procedures might feel confusing or overwhelming. In some cases, even following multi-step instructions or grasping abstract concepts becomes challenging. If these patterns are ignored, the decline can generalize, affecting other cognitive domains like memory, attention, problem-solving, and executive function. Recognizing these early signs allows for timely interventions that strengthen the brain's adaptive capabilities and prevent further deterioration. Nutrition is foundational in supporting the brain's ability to learn and form new connections. Nutrient-dense foods, rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and essential vitamins, provide the building blocks necessary for neuroplasticity. Berries, such as blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries, deliver polyphenol that protect neurons from oxidative damage and enhance synaptic signaling. Nuts, particularly walnuts and almonds, supply vitamin E and healthy fats that maintain neuronal membrane integrity, critical for rapid communication between neurons. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines provide omega-3 fatty acids, which strengthen synaptic plasticity and improve neurotransmission. Leafy greens, including spinach, kale, and Swiss chard, supply vitamins and phytonutrients that support energy metabolism and reduce inflammation in learning-related brain regions. Maintaining proper hydration is also crucial, as dehydration impairs attention, concentration, and the brain's capacity to acquire new information. Cognitive stimulation is equally essential. Regularly challenging the brain through new activities, puzzles, or learning endeavors strengthens neuroplasticity and reinforces neural pathways. Structured approaches such as learning a new language, practicing musical instruments, solving logic puzzles, or engaging in strategy-based games provide repeated mental exercise, enhancing the brain's ability to encode and retrieve new knowledge. Even everyday challenges, like cooking a new recipe, navigating unfamiliar locations, or practicing novel problem-solving strategies, can reinforce learning circuits, ensuring the brain remains adaptable and resilient. Lifestyle interventions further amplify these benefits. Physical activity increases cerebral blood flow, delivering oxygen, glucose, and nutrients to neurons, while stimulating the production of neurotrophic factors that support synapse formation and maintenance. Both aerobic and resistance training improve energy metabolism and reduce inflammation, creating an optimal environment for learning. Sleep is essential for consolidating new information and repairing neural circuits. Consistently getting restorative sleep ensures that the brain can store and integrate newly acquired skills effectively. Stress management through mindfulness, meditation, yoga, or deep breathing exercises reduces cortisol, protecting hippocampal and prefrontal cortex function and preventing stress-induced impairment of learning capacity. Practical strategies can also help maintain and enhance learning ability. Breaking complex tasks into smaller steps, employing repetition and association techniques, and using visual or mnemonic cues facilitate memory retention and skill acquisition. Engaging socially, such as participating in group classes, discussion groups, or collaborative projects, adds both cognitive and emotional stimulation, reinforcing learning through shared practice and feedback. Maintaining a consistent, structured approach to practicing new skills ensures that neuroplasticity is continuously challenged and strengthened. Ignoring a reduced ability to learn new skills can have long-term consequences. Without proactive intervention, neural networks responsible for adaptation and memory formation weaken, and the brain becomes less capable of coping with novel situations, leading to frustration, diminished confidence, and avoidance behaviors. Over time, these deficits can affect independence, employability, social engagement, and overall quality of life, while increasing vulnerability to broader cognitive decline. By integrating nutrient-rich foods, regular cognitive challenges, physical activity, quality sleep, stress management, and structured practice of new skills, individuals can maintain and even enhance the brain's capacity to learn and adapt. Early recognition of learning difficulties, coupled with consistent, deliberate interventions, allows the brain to preserve neuroplasticity, retain flexibility, and maintain cognitive resilience. Taking these steps ensures that learning remains an engaging, rewarding, and effective process throughout life, protecting mental agility, confidence, and overall cognitive health well into later years.